Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to Chiang to cross the border into Laos. So this is the end of our trip to northern Thailand. We will be coming back to Thailand to do the south and the islands, but not till later on in our trip. So as I say, today we're going to Chiang to then go to Huay Xai, I think that's how you say it, to then go on the slow boat for the next 2 days. So it's a long trip down to Luang Prabang. So this is the start of, I guess, the Lao vlogs. We are going to Laos for around a week and a half. We are going to go down, as I say, the Mekong River to Luang Prabang. We then go to Vang Vieng and Vientiane, and then we go to Vietnam. Before we start, make sure you subscribe down below, give this video a massive thumbs up, and let's get on with it. Backpacks back on. I said backpacks are back on. As I say, I think I said this in the first video, we're not bodybuilders, or at least a little bit fitter by the end of this trip. I don't know what will help us. Alright, off to the bus station. It is 20 past 11. We're going to get the 12 o'clock bus. It says 70 baht per person, but hopefully that does take us all the way to the border. I will double check before we get on. At least the bus stop is only 5 minutes from our hotel. So this is the bus. It's not a very glamorous bus. It is more like a locals bus. Got our bags there, sat at the back because Finn's obviously quite tall. Probably the best place for him to sit. There's only 4 of us on at the moment. It's like nearly 12:30 and it leaves at, no, nearly 11:30 and it leaves at 12. So it says on the front that it's 70 baht per person, and it does go to Friendship Bridge, so it should go to the border. Fingers crossed, everything goes smoothly. So far it's really hot, but I'm sure once we get going and the wind comes through the window, it should be a bit better. So we've actually had to come onto a different bus. The one over there said now 1 o'clock instead of 12, and it was too hot to sit on there for an hour. An hour was way too long. This bus is a little bit taller, bigger. So hopefully this one will be okay. We've just got to wait now till 12:30. Hello, so we have arrived in Laos. I'm sorry that I didn't film much, but honestly it was a little bit of a hassle since the bus all the way to getting here. So I'm just going to give a quick, I promise I won't ramble on because I know I definitely do in these videos, but I also want to inform you about our experience. And I will stress, this is what we experienced, this is how our trip going over the border to Laos was from Thailand. We got the bus from Chiang Rai to Chiang. Now on the board it did say that it would stop at the border for Friendship Bridge. However, it didn't stop at the border for us. We were the only 2 on there going to the border, and I think this is the reason why. So it was only 70 baht to go to Chiang from Chiang Rai. We got to where the border was and she said Lao, and we said yes. And I had to translate in on Google Translate that it said the bus would stop at Friendship Bridge, and she just laughed, which was not great. We then had to get off and get a tuk-tuk for 100 baht to the border. So that was slightly frustrating for us, having to get off when it said it would take us to the border. Now if someone does comment down below saying we probably got the wrong bus, it did say it would stop at Friendship Bridge. Perhaps we did go at maybe a non-busy time, but still we were quite frustrated. We got to the border. Once we got past the Thai border, we then got the bus for 20 baht each to go to, for the bus to go to the other side. And we went to fill out our forms, which was fine, and we weren't aware of this, but there's a 40 baht per person fee. I don't know if this is, what does it say, an entrance fee, didn't it? Again, I didn't know about this. Luckily, I scraped enough baht together, because obviously we had to pay for the tuk-tuk, which we didn't know. Luckily I had like coins and stuff and managed to have 80 baht. So just be aware that when you get there and start doing your visa on arrival, so for example we had to do a visa on arrival, 40 baht per person fee. So we did all that. We had passport photos, luckily, because I knew that sometimes on visa on arrivals you have to have a passport photo with you, and me and Finn had extras, otherwise they will charge you. So just make sure you've got, wherever you go in Southeast Asia, a passport photo. It doesn't have to be your exact passport photo, just the size of a passport photo, similar, just looking at a screen, I guess.
Yeah,
deadpan.
well, make sure it's your face, not someone else.
Obviously, yeah. So we got our visa, we then went through passport control, absolutely fine. We then paid our $40 fee. Now, I have read everywhere that it's cheaper to pay in US dollars, so I will say as well, we did get US dollars on the Thailand, or the Thai side of the border, and then we went to an ATM and got Lao Kip this side. We then were ready to go to our guest house, and there are only tuk-tuk drivers there. It was just a base fee. We didn't really realise this, but it was 200,000 kip for both of us to go to Huay Xai. So that was about £9 for both of us. But there is no other way we were going to get here, so we just had to do it. I will say as well, it was super quiet. There was barely anybody there. We got the tuk-tuk, 200,000 kip. We just showed him the guest house and he took us straight here, and we are here. I did pre-book this. I have paid in kip instead of dollars, and it was 200,000 kip, which is £9, so £4.50 per person. So it's not luxury, but we were quite limited when I was looking of places to stay. This is the Udom phone, I think, guest house 2. It's like a little family business, you can tell. We booked our slow boat tickets for tomorrow through here. Now, I know if you go to the pier, it's 400,000 kip per person, and it was 430,000 kip per person here, including a tuk-tuk to the pier. And
Tuk-tuk.
Did I just call it tuk-tuk? Oh my god, I'm tired. A tuk-tuk, tuk-tuk. A tuk-tuk to the pier, and a reservation seat, a seat reservation. So tomorrow we'll get our tickets, but we have got a piece of paper as well to prove that we've paid it. We just thought it was easier to book it through here instead of walking all the way to the pier, booking it through here. We are so tired. I feel like today's been a very long travel day when it hasn't. I think we were just frustrated, very hot and very sweaty, and we are just very glad to be in here. It's just a very basic room. It is just going to be a bed for the night, and we can get breakfast downstairs as well in the morning if we want to. The aircon is slowly working. We also have just gone to get a SIM card for Laos. We are only in Laos for 8 days, so we've got a 10-day SIM card. We did go to a place just down the street. It was a phone shop, so we saw that and just went in there. It was 70,000 kip for 18 gigabytes of data for 10 days. So we thought that was fairly reasonable. That is £3.50 per person. So really it's not too bad. And yeah, you could tell it again, it was family business. They basically lived where they worked. It was quite interesting to see. So yeah, we're gonna go try and find some dinner probably in a little bit once we've cooled down, and then we'll try and get an early-ish night for the slow boat tomorrow. We are leaving at 8:30 AM. As I said, tuk-tuk or the tuk-tuk, whatever I want to call it now, we'll go to the pier and we'll go from there. So I think the main thing is we are in Laos now, so we don't need to worry too much, but yeah, it just felt like a big hassle. Obviously some people's experiences might be completely different. That was just ours. I think we were just hot and frustrated and just tired, and we're just glad to be in a room. We struggled to find somewhere for dinner, but we found this little cafe place and we got some egg fried rice and spring rolls, so hopefully this will be okay. I think we're just hungry and hot.
Really boring. It's basically like
Hello everybody. So it is now 5 o'clock. Sorry about the fan noise, but it is so hot so that we need the fan. We have just arrived in Pakbeng, which is the stopover before you go to Luang Prabang in Laos. We are extremely hot and sweaty. The boat was okay, but we were very cramped where we were sat. I'd probably see in the video, like Finn, because he's so tall, it was just too cramped. We got reserved seating and we're hoping tomorrow we don't and we can pick where we sit so we have a bit more leg room. But definitely the front of the boat was quieter than the back. Let's just say if you like to drink and have a good time, go to the back. If you want a quiet experience, go to the front. And we've just, yeah, it was nice. We managed to, there were so many kids in the water just waving at us. We saw lots of cows, I guess. I think they were cows, like yaks, cows. And tried to enjoy the scenery. We watched some Netflix as well. But it was all together, so we left about 10:30, and we arrived at probably about 4:45, 4:30. So a long journey. So hoping tomorrow we can pick where we want to sit and hopefully we'll have a bit more of a comfortable journey, and I think the next one's a little bit longer, but we're very happy with where we're staying. Now I will stress, I haven't packed a backpacker place, I packed a nice-ish place to stay. So we are...
Packed or picked?
Did I say packed? I'm going delirious. I picked... I can't even see you. Yeah, I picked a fairly nice place. It's not really within our budget, but I'm glad I've picked somewhere like this, I will be honest, in a smaller place like Pakbeng. So we are in the Sanctuary Lodge in Pakbeng. We just got off the boat and they had a sign with my name on it with the booking, which was amazing, so we didn't have to walk in the heat up the hill. They took our bags for us. We've arrived. The owner, I'm guessing, or the manager, was really great, explaining that dinner is from like 6 p.m. till 8:30 in the morning. Breakfast is from 6:30, and he said that a tuk-tuk will take us back to the boat at 8 o'clock in the morning so we can get a good seat. So really good service. I'll just quickly show you the room. Got a small little balcony area and it looks onto the river, and there's an elephant park, I think, somewhere, so we might be able to see elephants. He's upgraded us as well because it's low season, which is great. So bed is here. So we've got a fan and aircon. The sink's around here, and then toilet in here, and then I'm guessing the shower is in here. Yeah, we're happy that we're here. 5 o'clock, we can enjoy a relaxing evening, get an early night before tomorrow when we're back on the boat. Finn did say when we started saying, I wish we weren't, I wish we got the train.
It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad, but like we met some new people, we were talking as well as watching Netflix.
Like the first time we've been out is since meeting Tintin in Bangkok.
Yeah, like we haven't really found, I know we're not super like drinking people, but we haven't met a whole load of other backpackers like we did in Fiji. Fiji we've met so many people, but this is the first time we've sat and we've actually spoken to people. So really, all in all, for a backpacker experience, I definitely think the slow boat so far is the better option because you get to meet people and you do get to see a bit of Laos. It's been quite cool. We're gonna have a shower, cool down, have a chill, and then go get some dinner. Day. Hello everybody, so we have finished our day 2 slow boat on the Mekong to Luang Prabang, and we have arrived in Luang Prabang. So this is kind of the end of this video. I'm just going to talk about our experience on the slow boat and also our experience getting into Luang Prabang, because I think that's an important thing to know about that I didn't realise. I realised upon reading reviews, but didn't think they'd actually do it. So, slow boat was fine. The one today had a bit more room. It had like the bus seats, so we could put our baggage underneath and we weren't as cramped. Today was the longer day. Today we left about 9 AM, 9:15, and we arrived about 5 PM.
And the rest?
No, yeah, we arrived about 5:30 maybe.
And the rest? Probably more like 6 o'clock.
The boat did stop because I think there was something wrong, but we managed to get to Luang Prabang in the end. Do I think it's worth it? I mean, you get to see a bit of scenery and we did meet some people, but...
Do I think it's worth it?
We would have preferred the train, I think. It's just quicker and probably more comfortable. And yeah, as I say, it is a slow boat. It's slow, you have to expect that, and I understood what it was going into it, but I just didn't expect it to be as cramped as it was. And for the price, like, it's £10 both days, so it's £20 altogether per person.
Each? No.
Yeah, per person.
Oh yeah, it was 200,000. No, it's 400,000 baht.
Yeah. So it's 400,000 kip.
Oh, kip, sorry.
So £20. So really for 2-day travel, that's not too bad. But personally, I would have preferred the train.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it was a good experience in the sense of we've been down the Mekong, we've seen some things that you probably wouldn't see
Otherwise.
But otherwise, yeah, I'd definitely say get the train. It's quicker, probably as expensive or probably cheaper.
It's just it's probably more expensive, but if you want to meet people and have the experience, then definitely do the slow boat. But if you just want to get there and you're not a big fan of cramped travel, and you're a bit impatient, like, just go on the train. I think in hindsight the train would have been better for us, but as we said, we met people. It's been an experience. We have now stories to tell, for sure.
Yeah, but just I would say if you get very hot like I do and very sweaty, take a portable fan. Make sure you've got a portable fan with you, just so you've got some cold air in your face. Make sure if you're with another person, or even if you're solo travelling, just make sure you've got 3 litres of water to a minimum. Make sure you've got enough food. They do have food on the boat, but it's not great.
Make sure you get food. I mean, we didn't get sandwiches just because when we were looking around in Pakbeng, we were just worried about the hygiene, because there was obviously flies about, and we were just worried about getting fresh food when flies had been around it. I don't think we're over cautious. We are cautious in A, because I have a sensitive stomach, and B, I mean, you just don't want to get sick.
No,
you really.
You don't want to ruin your holiday. I mean, at the end of the day, this is a massive holiday to us. It's costing us a lot of money, and it is for any traveller. For doing anything, it costs you lots of money, and the last thing you want to do is go and make yourself ill. So although you can be overcautious, it's not actually that bad being overcautious, because you're just protecting yourself and enjoying yourself at the end of the day.
So that is our thing on the slow boat. So when you're coming to Luang Prabang, you can get a tuk-tuk, which is what most people did. For 1 to 2 people, it's 150,000 per person.
1 to 3.
Oh, 1 to 3, sorry. And then when it's above 3
and above, it's 35,000 kip
per person. So we, with a group of girls that we met on the boat, we went with them in the tuk-tuk, because obviously it worked out much cheaper. It was 70,000 for both of us, which is like nearly £3, £3.50, around that sort of price. So that wasn't too bad. But so when you buy the ticket, they basically ask where you're going, so to what hotel you're going to, so they can put it down on a bit of paper. Yeah, so you basically, you come off the boat, there's a little sort of
there's a lot of stairs.
room. Oh, it's
stairs.
steep, it's steep. Going up with 40k and 30k on you was hard.
Not as steep as going up the Pakbeng. Pakbeng stairs were pretty steep, but we were lucky that with the hotel that Ellie had booked, we had like porters to take our bags, luckily, which was really good. And they took our bags up to the tuk-tuk when we arrived, and when we went back to the boat, they took our bags back down, which was really good of them.
So there's a little cabin, sort of house. You go in there, you get your ticket, you pay, you tell them, as Finn said, what hotel you were staying at. The tuk-tuk drivers, when we went in there, asked what hotels we're staying at, but they just took us to probably the mid-centre and said that's it.
Yeah.
And we weren't very happy with that. We did say, like, look, we've paid for you to take us to our hotel. We told you our hotel, and they just laughed at us. And we knew they understood what we were saying.
They understand. They're not stupid, and it's infuriating that you've paid money to them to take you to a place that you've asked to, and they just dump you in the middle of the centre.
And we were 15 minutes away from our hotel.
15-minute walk.
In the heat, we had to walk with all of our baggage. I'll insert a clip here. We had to walk with all of our baggage, and that's heavy baggage, to our hotel. We were so sweaty and exhausted by the time we got here, and luckily the hotel's pretty nice, apart from a shower head falling on Finn.
Yeah, that really hurt. Hit me on the head.
I'll give you a little quick show around, but honestly we have just taken our stuff out. We had to get in, we had to have a shower, and then I've asked about going to the Huay Xai waterfalls tomorrow. But anyway, so I'll just quickly show you our hotel room, and then I'll end the vlog. Through 2 double doors, we've got a double bed, single bed, a nice long desk area and TV. There's a safe in there, there's a fridge in there, toilet area, sink with a massive mirror. And then this is the shower, and that is the shower head that fell on Finn. So that is our hotel room. We will be staying here in Luang Prabang for 2 nights. So if you want to see us go to the Huay Xai waterfalls and see the rest of Luang Prabang, make sure you are subscribed and hit this video with a massive thumbs up if you did enjoy it and it was helpful, and let me know down in the comments if you're going to take the slow boat down the Mekong. Apart from that, I will see you next time. Bye guys.